So we've now got the motion of the animation laid out inside this sluggy symbol. But we want to put the slug into the main timeline and get it to crawl across the screen. So I'm going to return to scene 1 using the shortcut at the top left-hand corner. And I'm back to my stage and I'm back to a blank timeline. So all of the animation frames are currently inside this sluggy symbol. Okay, the scene 1, the main timeline, is empty. So I'm going to rename layer 1 in here as sluggy symbol. And I'm going to drag the symbol onto the stage. And I'm actually going to put the character right over to the left-hand side of the stage. And you'll see that as we go through some frames, if I give myself maybe 90 or so frames in the timeline, you'll see that the loop will play out a few times there. Now what I need to do is obviously once the character has crawled up and completed the first loop, I don't want it to jump back again and just keep crawling in exactly the same spot. So at the end of the loop, which is approximately frame 40 if you're following along with this tutorial, so at frame 41 where the loop starts again, I want to insert a keyframe and move the slug forward. Now I need the position at the end of the first loop, so I'm going to use my rulers again to mark out where the character's head is. And on frame 41, make sure with the cursor keys that the character is lined up with that point. So there's no change or little change between frames 40 and 41. So the character will crawl forward again. And on frame 81, he'll flip back. So I need to insert a keyframe there. And again, mark out where his head is. And make sure 81 he stays in that position. And he'll crawl off screen. We just need to extend the timeline out a little bit further. So he's disappeared off the frame. And there's my loop. One loop of animation repeated 3 or 4 times on screen. Half a dozen or so keyframes, and the sequence is complete.